Steve, firstly, what a nice way to travel.
That's the normal, isn't it? I don't think so. I think it was quite interesting. I was in a meeting with the chief exec with Carlin back in February, and the actual cost of the numbers was very close. Whether we went on a scheduled airline, I could name a few of them, and because it was very close, of course, she looked into the possibility of chartering what has to be said, a magnificent jet, and so we're very, very fortunate. But you know, the Radfords may be accustomed to it, but for all of us, this is a very nice experience.
What does it say about the ambition of the Radfords and the club in general?
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt. You know, when I wouldn't have been here, Steve. You have to have ambitious people, and I've been very fortunate. I worked for Tony Stewart at Rotherham in a very ambitious project with back-to-back promotions and all that delivered. And you know, you get an opportunity to talk to John Radford when he wanted to speak to me, and him and Carolyn. I said to Carolyn, probably my first impressions were, when I got the call, was not to be doing it, but the ambition, and that's what it was, to put a team together that just gave them a chance, not necessarily to be high flyers, automatic promotion winners, but just to give us all an opportunity. And we've worked so close together, myself and Carolyn. Of course, I know it's strange, but the arbitrator is of course the chairman, and often I get told no, which doesn't seem to be pictured many times, but Carolyn's a tough negotiator when it comes to spending, and the chairman is often the arbitrator if perhaps we have two different views.
Briefly, take us through the schedule this week, if you would.
Well, we've trained this morning. The boys were in the stadium at 7 o'clock this morning, so we've done our work for today. So when we get there, the boys can acclimatise themselves to the facilities in the hotel, and we'll have dinner as a group, and we'll be rather relaxed for the evening. But you know, from tomorrow onwards, we have 3 sessions a day, including the match we play on Thursday evening. There'll be 2 sessions before that, so it is very much a workman-like trip. And of course, you've got the chairman and his one-call directors and families at the front, but I certainly know for 2 of those days they're locked away, and the words of Carlin to me, we're just simply not available. So it's very much a workman trip, but I'm sure at times the boys will be given some downtime, because part of this trip is to be going back and make sure that we've integrated half a squad, because we brought the old half with the new half, and hopefully that becomes the new team.
Yeah, more specifically then, what are you and your players looking to get out of this week?
Well, we want to get some good work done with the balls. The boys were given a plan either at the end of last season or when indeed they joined us, and they've worked to that plan. Every one of them has been tested in their first 2 days back. The testing results have been excellent. So if I'm being honest, I'm never going to tell them this, but they're a little bit ahead of schedule. But so we'll have lots of ball time, lots of good work, lots of patterns of play, and we've signed a squad that can have a number of shapes and a number of systems to our play. So we're going to be working a lot on that, and hopefully get a good week in the sunshine and go back ready to take on 3 difficult home pre-season matches.
And is it a week where you're looking at your players perhaps with one eye to see how they're bonding with their new teammates and that type of thing?
No, absolutely. I think obviously we have the difficult job initially of allocating rooms to different people, and we've tried to make that with players that's not connected if they've come from a same club, like Paul Anderson and Xander Diamond being 2 examples. They won't share, but halfway through the trip as well, we'll regroup the group and reshare again with someone else. It's important that there's an expression in football, managers often use the little cliques in dressing rooms, and I've never been one for it. I just literally handpick them out, like Alex Ferguson said, take the bad apples out of the barrel and throw them as far away as you can, because if there's one, by next week there'll be 2 or 3. So we've not got any. We don't look as if we've got any. We want to make sure that they're all integrated, focused, and desperate for starting shot come the first day of the season.
Today is perhaps the big first day flying out to Malta ahead of a gruelling 9-month football campaign in which skill and stamina are tested in equal measure. Overall, what will it take to be successful after those 9 months?
I think all the characteristics that you've just said, and I think the one that you need is luck. You know, I've been very fortunate and lucky in my career. I've worked with some talented players, very talented players, far more talented than I could have ever been as a player. But in turn, they've helped me win 9 promotions. So I'm desperate for 10. The guys on 2 are desperate for 3. So we need determination, focus, we need drive, we need attitude, we need, above all, I think we need just that self-determination to see it through in adversity, because it won't all be good days. And when we lose together, and when we win together. But overall, we have a project here, and it's called promotion.